It's Michael with Nichefire here. Today we are going to show how Nichefire's Tableau integration can help you navigate key content trends across any brand using the latest in machine learning. In this case, we put up a few major banking brands, and we're going to look at the activity and performance of their COVID-19 content. So what you're seeing in this visualization is the output of two separate machine learning models using transformer natural language processing and similarity. We first identify whether or not a topic has a relationship to COVID-19, and then we break it down based on subcategories and how they're related to one another, which are represented in this legend here. So like branch operations during the pandemic, small business and local support, those sort of topics that are all pertinent to banking. So these methods are incredibly effective for building classifiers. Traditional Booleans and other keyword searches and stuff like that, they really limit you to true or false keyword combinations, whereas these models allow you to take context into account, which is incredibly important when considering how complex our language is. So for example, when we use the keyword coronavirus as a keyword point there, that can help you pinpoint content that uses that keyword, but it misses out on opportunities where the general topic is referenced, such as mentioning PPP loans, which is probably pretty big in the banking side there. So let's dive in a little bit and see how we can measure some of these phenomena. At the moment, we have it set up to number of posts, across the four major social media platforms, but we can also look at total engagements per post, that sort of thing there. But what you're seeing right now is the amalgamation of a bunch of different banks that we put together. Let's take a look at one of them. Say Bank of America, since one of the first on the list, and they're pretty big. So as this is rendering, so you can kind of see, like, here's a spike in activity that Bank of America had during the late April, throughout May, for COVID-19 during the pandemic. Really, you can see that this was a major topic for them. Heavily died down as June kicked in, and then it started to come back up. It kind of has this sort of relationship with how it occurred in the media, maybe slightly less towards this because there's a lot of other topics going on here. But you're able to see kind of like the activity of each of these and see where their efforts are focused on. And then if we were to go down here, we can compare that among all these different brands. So US City has among the highest activity for COVID-19 related content. And then we can actually see the individual piece of posts here to see how are they talking about the pandemic. And then lastly, being able to see how each of these topics rate in terms of sentiment. So we are using our sentiment scoring platform to measure the consumer's response to each of these topics as the brands post them. But that's all I got for you today. Feel free to post with any other questions or comments on this too. Very welcoming to that. If you want to learn more, check us out on our website, nichefire.com. Thanks.